Hey kids, the small hand on the mouse and the large hand is on the thinking cap. So it's time for another learning fable by Lowrie. Yes, my name is Ryan, but you can call me never. Don't call me. I have call display for a reason. Plus, nobody calls my landline now except telemarketers and charity cases, which is kind of like saying the same thing twice. Today's fable is about what? A swine. Samantha Swine. What was she doing? She was rutting around in her trough. Wait, no, not rutting. Rutting is being in heat. Samantha Swine was eating out of a trough because she's a pig, and that's what they do. They eat out of troughs. Dogs get their own bowls, but pigs, the ones that get slaughtered to sell their flesh, they have to eat out of a long drawer. I guess some people eat dogs. People that love math and chopsticks. So what's happening? Samantha's at the trough. And as far as we know, pigs will eat anything as long as it's, food. Goats, on the other hand, will eat tin cans and shoes. My cat lately, she's got a thing for chewing plastic. Yes, you do. Not eating it. She chews on it. She's got very small teeth, and it's funny to watch. That's her in the background. And so she just chews on it. But think about all the stuff that you get, wrapped in cellophane. Like, I love English muffins and Cheese Whiz. That to me is one of the best things in the world to eat. Toasted English muffin with Cheese Whiz on it. It's not even food, really. Cheese Whiz is pretty much Play-Doh. And no, wait, that's cream cheese. Anyways, there's more nutrition in your sock, but So, this is a fable. So the swine should go out in the world and do something, I guess, and then learn a lesson, and somehow we vicariously learn through that. What can Samantha do? Maybe she can fly. She's one of those flying pigs. When pigs fly! I always hated that expression. Rednecks use that a lot. A couple rednecks are fighting, and then one of them will say, "Oh, I'll do that when pigs fly." Ridiculous. Another expression I always hated was, "That'll be the day." Somebody will be, "Oh, that'll be the day. Hey, I heard you let a Catholic priest touch your boner." "Yeah, that'll be the day." Isn't that a Buddy Holly song? "We're here, that'll be the day I let a priest touch my boner." So Samantha the swine, she can't fly. No matter how hard she try. She works down at the seafood market. But the oysters always get the better parking places, because pearls before swine. Pearls before swine is actually refers to giving religious speeches to heretics. Being like setting pearls in front of a swine, because if you offered swine a pearl necklace, she'd be like, "What? That's crazy. How are you going to give me a pearl necklace? I don't even have proper breasts for titty fucking." If you've ever tried to titty fuck a lady without full breasts, it's funny, actually. It's like trying to open up a jar without using your thumbs. If you don't believe me, go get a jar of something that hasn't been opened yet. Maybe even a jar of Cheese Whiz. Try to open a jar of Cheese Whiz without using your thumbs. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. Wow, this story is not moving forward at all. It's like that fable with the tortoise and the hare, and the tortoise wins because the rabbit takes a fucking nap during the race. So the moral of that story is, don't sleep during a race. Sleep later. Finish the race first. Sleep when you're dead, man. It's another expression I've always hated. Hey man, I'm going to sleep when I'm dead. It's not sleep. I'll rest when I no longer exist. Right after I party like a rock star. To all the people still using that expression, party like a rock star, may I suggest that you party like Keith Moon and John Bonham and choke on your own vomit. So Samantha Swine works down at the fish market, where every day a blind man walks by the fish market and says, "Good morning, ladies." Crotch joke, classic. Samantha Swine works at a fish market and she's waiting for Mr. Right to come along and sweep her off her hooves. Them rich pigs always helping the hooves instead of the hoove-nots. That's some class warfare humor for the few people out there who still listen to Rage Against the Machine. Which, hey, if you're getting your poli-sci references from doom metal, hip-hop crossover acts from the 90s, well, shit, man, go read some Chomsky or Howard Zinn. I don't hate Rage Against the Machine or Radom, as they're usually referred in articles. It's just I'm feeling bitter because they made me wait with, burnout stoner high school friends because they were at a dinner with Sony executives for selling enough CDs to get a gold record. You know what there is to do in a shitty club while you wait for 3 hours for a band? Nothing. You just sit and smoke. It's like waiting in line before a show. I don't know why people do that. I really like this band. I'm going to wait all day by this building and not take in any of the culture that the city has to offer. I'm just going to stand next to this auditorium. You think the band appreciates that. They don't. They don't. Bands don't know. They're far too worried about trying to sustain their cocaine habits and child support payments in a world where everybody illegally downloads music. And the quality of those sites has started to lag behind from what I read on chat room walls, because I would never steal art. It's art. Ooh. Does anybody really give a shit about the pig lady, or can I just shit on pop culture for another minute? I think I can. I can't believe Dancing with the Stars is still successful, especially when the caliber of stars is so far into the fucking dregs. I'm fairly certain that celebrity now just means you've been on television at least twice, and you have a pulse. That's it. Now you're a celebrity. Who wants to club a celebrity to death? I'll watch that. They don't even have to kill them. Just whack them a few times instead of listening to these fake, eccentric judges on these boring, predictable shows. So what's the moral, kids? Samantha Swine has taught us what? Nothing. Most women named Samantha never teach me anything. I don't know why that is. It just is. As far as being taught by women, I have received education from very few women. One named Carrie, one named Christy, and they taught me that love is an illusion we create for ourselves to pretend that we're not really as lonely and dysfunctional as we actually are. But we are. That's why we make up things like love, so we can pretend we're important. Love is like religion. We pretend it helps and then reinvent cathartic scenarios to pretend that we've grown when really we haven't. I mean, sure, it would be nice to believe that our happiness is a budding, beautiful plant about to begin blooming in a love interest, but it's not. Happiness is not a fish you can catch. It's a choice between self-delusion or negative reinforcement through competing with other people who choose based upon the you chose those people to compete with based on the predisposition that you're already superior to them, at least financially, intellectually, or spiritually, which holds no merit because you can't measure spirituality, which makes the growth process nearly impossible to gauge or thrive, because the whole process is imaginary. New Age crystals and prayer mats and slow breathing. So you put yourself in a state of hypnotic suggestion. You just believe anything you reinforce to yourself. You keep your eyes closed long enough, slow down your breathing, and you want to see Darth Vader screw a fairy nymph. Well, that's what you're going to see. Closing your eyes and slow breathing turns your brain into mush. All religions are cults, and they haven't changed the formula since the FDA made them remove actual cocaine from the cola, okay? It's a pile of repulsive shit. that will take rust off of an engine block. So let's thank Samantha Swine for reminding us that, Rage Against the Machine's contempt for the system was at the very best some kind of pseudo-performance art that they quickly abandoned to have dinner with executives while fans had to smoke cigarettes and discuss the Kafka symbolism to be found in early Tool claymation videos. What a crock of shit.